Hello, welcome to a new video from Mary Lou. I have a new journal to share with you today. I'm so happy to bring it to you. It is a DT project for Yvonne at ScreechOwlStudio on Etsy. I'm calling this one Romancing the Sea Vintage Journal. It's from her digital kit called Romancing the Sea. It is beautiful. She went to so much work on this kit, and I know she does that for all of them. But this one is so beautiful in all its detail and imagery. So let me tell you a little bit about it so I can get started. The cover of the journal is 7.5 by 5 3/8 wide. The spine is 1 1/4 inch. It has 4 signatures hand sewn in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and it has 120 plus pages counting fronts and backs, like you would a book. The only pages that are tea-dyed are those made with tracing paper. Everything else looked too dark to go with this kit, this digital kit. So I thought, you know, I'll just stay with my tried and true parchment paper. It turned out beautifully, and I'll let you be the judge of that, I suppose. I used parchment paper in its making. I used Red River 28-pound photo matte paper to print all my digital pages. I used vellum and 110-pound white cardstock. The closure is a Tim Holtz hitch post. Let me find it here, right here. And I used an eyelet to tie seam binding through, so that will slip over the hitch post and be your closure. The cover decoration, I used crocheted lace all the way around and up the spine. I made 2 handmade little flowers right here, stacked on top of each other. There's some petaloo leaves. I love this. This is some new lace that I have been searching and searching for and finally found. So I put a little snippet of it here to dangle off the front of the book, which I love. The cover photo is not part of the kit. I apologize for that, Yvonne. I didn't realize it till after I got it on. I had a stack of photos, and that's the one I wanted. So on the back, I found an old vintage song written in the 1850s or 80s, I believe, called By the Crystal Sea, and that's stacked on top of a vintage book. On the spine, there is a garment pin that secures, and there's an eyelet in the hole that secures all this lace. There's some of the crocheted lace. There's some of that beautiful lace that I love. I put on some fibers that reflected the sea. I handmade and stained some, or dyed, some seam binding to go with it. And then I put just various colors of ribbons that I thought would bring that feeling of the sea. And then this just fell off, so let me show it to you so I can show it to you well. This is the charm that goes on it. It's got a lobster clasp, so you could easily, if you don't want all this foof on here, you could take off just this, or you could take off all of this, or you could just have this. And on it, you'll see there's a sailboat, an anchor, and a starfish with various sizes and colors of pearls and glass beads. So there you go. And like I said, it has a lobster clasp, so you can put it on however you wish. I'll attach that when I'm done. Okay, let's go inside. The cover of the album, the inside cover, is printed on muslin, white muslin. And so I thought it was beautiful. I loved it because it had the title of the book here as well. So I want you to look at the colors as we go through here. This kit is so stunning, and Yvonne did such a beautiful job with, like I said, its imagery, the coloration of the pages. They're all just stunning. I added tabs to each of the beginnings of the four different signatures so that you can go to them if you desire. Look at the beautiful inside pages that she created just for journaling. Isn't that just stunning? So much detail work. She created this pocket as part of the kit. I did some stamping on the parchment paper. Here's a tag. Now this is not a tag, this is a ticket. And she made them, you know, regular size. I want you to know that her images are so good. I was able to blow it up this big and some bigger yet. Here's a tag from the kit with fibers and ribbon, excuse me. And then because I use a software program that allows me to do it, I was able to take a template of a file folder and fill it with an image from the kit itself. So that says notes on it. So you'll see there's 4 of those in here in the journal. There's another piece of ephemera that's just beautiful, and it comes with the kit. Here's another one of the tickets, and in this sack I put these 2. There's 3. This is an image from one of the pages that I cut out and then put on 110-pound cardstock, so it became a journaling tag. And I did this throughout the album, or throughout the journal. I just created things that I wanted if I didn't have what I needed, so I just wanted more. She gives you a huge kit, but you girls know I stuff everything to the gills. So now here's a tracing paper page, and as you can see, it seemed to go with the parchment paper very nicely and with the coloration of the kit. So I used the tea dyed. This is a piece of vellum that I printed on, and so this is an image from the kit. Look at this. Look at these bathing beauties from days gone by and the old ships. Isn't that beautiful? And she gave you journaling there. And here's another one of her pages. I think I added the lines though. Yeah, it was a plain page and I just added the lines. Here's some stamping I did. I gave you lots of room for journaling in this one, more so than probably most I make. There's another beautiful image. Here's the center of the first signature with its little dangly things. I can't remember what you call them. Dang. Usually they're hearts on a pin. Well, I gave you inches, little circles on a string. And then look at the beautiful pages. She captures the blues, the grays, and a little bit of the green too. So it's beautiful. Again, here's another lovely one. Did some stamping here and here. You can see I left you lots of pages. See the blues and the greens and the grays and oh, it's gorgeous. A little shack or little cabins on the bay. Salt of the sea for me. And the salt of the sea. And then I did a little stamping here on this tracing paper page. It was nice and crinkly. Again, here's a little banner that I made, a banner tuck spot. I took a page from the kit and printed it on cardstock and just made you a big journaling card. An envelope. And I did use Winkostella on a lot of I don't know if you're catching the sparkle, but I did the birds and I did the shell, and here and there you'll see some Winkostella. Here's some cards. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Another inside page for journaling. That's the end of the first signature, beginning of second with a new tab. And the tabs I created as well by filling a template. There's a pocket I created. It is printed on vellum and then matted onto a piece of parchment paper, so it wouldn't be too thick, but it would be sturdy. Inside the pocket, you'll find again that picture that I used on the inside cover. And then, oh, let me pull that out. There's a glassing bag right here, and inside that, I put one of the tags. And then here is another of the mini file folders that I created. It says notes, and then I put one of the tickets on the front. Lighthouse. This is a little pocket. I did close this one up, and there's a little banner here. Inside you'll find another mini file folder, and you'll find an envelope made of, I printed on the front, and it's vellum. And inside all of them, I'm not going to show you all the envelopes just for the sake of time, all of them have this same thing. So you have a lot more journaling space that's more private if you would like it to be that way, or just more space just for the fun of it. I'm just going to go on so I don't have to take the time to do that, okay? All right, here's another piece of tracing paper that I put a piece of vellum on, the salt of the sea for me with a seagull. Look at that. Look at the turquoise blues in that. Love it. and some more journaling space here and here. Okay, here's a belly band. I used the 4 tickets that she put into the kit. Inside I have an envelope. I won't open it up because, like I said, it's the same thing through and through. Some of them have more, some of them have less, but it's all parchment paper. And so the envelope is one I filled from one of the pieces from her kit. And that's just a partial page. Look at this. Sea life. That is romantic, isn't it? Taking a trip on an old big ship. Okay, this page is a piece of parchment paper that I ran through an embossing folder with a naval theme, and so that's there. It covers this piece, and then you have this room under here to also journal. This is the center of the second signature. There's my little strings. I cut a page in half, or cut it down at a slope here to create pockets on each side. So you have, isn't that ship gorgeous? Look at that. And that one, look at that with the lighthouse. I'm trying not to take too long. Look at the beautiful ephemera. Here, there's an example of one of her tickets blown way up. Same with this one, is one I made with cardstock. And look at this beautiful tag from the kit. She gave so much ephemera. This was a really wonderful kit. I went online and I found an old poem about the sea, and it's called Sea Fever. I won't read it to you, but I created this for more journaling space on the back, and just for I just thought it made it more romantic, since we're romancing the sea here. Okay. Another beautiful picture. It's not a pocket, it is a flip, so you can certainly journal in there. There's another little envelope, and it has more of the parchment paper inside. This is a large a card that I made where you can journal, certainly. It's got lines on the front, which I loved, and then you can journal on the back as well. And then it's fastened closed with this paper clip that says Live. And on the back, this two seafaring vessels there with the anchor. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, there's another journaling page. Look at the captain of the ships. Wow, beautiful. The other piece of parchment paper, tracing paper. I made a couple of clips. I didn't put anything in them, so that'll give you something to do. It's just a little banner that I used some Winkostella on. Over here, I created a flip. And it has a pocket behind, and it has these in it. And then it has this little journaling tag. Okay. Oh, and this is I had a die cut of this. I mean, I have a die, and so I cut this out of one of the pages from the kit and sparkled it up with Winkostella. That's the end of the second and the beginning of the third with a tab. Journaling spots everywhere in this kit. Here's another vellum pocket. Inside, some more ephemera from the kit, a tag from the kit, and one of her upsized tickets. Another bag with some more ephemera from the kit. Another page with stamping on the tracing paper, and a vellum, one of the ephemera that I just printed out on vellum and glued there. Another beautiful image from the kit. Some more paper, more places to journal. There's the center of the third signature. More stamping. More stamping. Whoops, another page. There's lots of journaling spots. Another photo or a piece of ephemera that I printed out on vellum and attached here with fishies down on the bottom. Another sack. A piece of one of the pages that I printed out on cardstock and then made. And so I also took, I cropped that first page right here, the poem, and made it bigger so you could read it and have another place to journal. I love doing that. And there's another picture from the kit. Okay, more journaling space. Here's a pocket from the kit, and I added another one of the a die that I have that I cut out of one of the pages and then put some Wink of Stella on it. There's a tag from the kit, a large tag. I did upsize some of them and made some of them smaller, so I got very, a lot more tags. Here's another one of the pages I created, a little mini folder. That's the end of that. Look at the beautiful, she just put places for you to journal everywhere, and look at the imagery. It's just gorgeous. Here too, another little tab. Here's a sack. And all my bags, and glassine and otherwise, come from Denise's shop on Etsy, A Tattered Dream. There's a beautiful, beautiful large tag that I created. This you saw somewhere else, but here it is actually from the kit printed on cardstock. Same with this. Another little banner clip that I made that you can put whatever you want on. And now I love this. I think this is the part that Yvonne told me her husband encouraged her. So it's kind of it looks to me kind of like a pirate scene. And then there's some sunken treasure down here. Here's another flip page. And inside the pocket we have this ship. And then we have this old clipper ship, or whatever they call them. Here's a tiny little envelope, and it has a piece of parchment paper in it as well, and it's made with vellum. Look at that. There's some more of that pirate's treasure, I think. Here's the center of the last, and the fourth and last page, signature. The center, I've cut it again, a page this way so that I could create two pockets. On this side we have some ephemera from the kit and a tag from the kit. Some of the little circles that she includes in the kit. And in the back, here's a larger copy with all the words. So you can see it was copyrighted in 1881 or 7, can't tell for sure. There you go. So there's some more room to. And it looks like it's an old document, so I kind of like that look. Over here, another large tag with that pirate theme going on. I think it's pirate. Yvonne, you may correct me if you desire, if you need to. Look at this, another piece of ephemera. She has so much awesome ephemera in this kit. More stamping. I printed this on vellum and attached it on this. I meant to put it over here, but it got distracted and ended up over there. But that's okay. I think it looks pretty, and that's good. And you can see it through the tracing paper, which is kind of cool. There's another belly band, and in this belly band I printed her out on vellum, and then I made you a little booklet. So there are four, is there 4 or 3? 1, 2, 3 pieces plus the inside and outside covers. So you got a lot of journaling space there. If you're going on a trip or a cruise, or if you've been on one, wouldn't this be fun to add photos to and make it your traveling journal? So you could make it that way. Here's one of the downsized little tags, and here's a page that I printed out on cardstock to give me a wide thing to put in there. Here's another one of the map envelopes. Okay, there's the last page. Look at the detail. I mean, this is gorgeous. This is all the specs of this ship. And then on the inside back cover is, again, I printed a page on muslin and then put it in here. I neglected to mention that I made this cover out of upcycled food container, and it's covered with denim, and then the muslin. So it's good to go. Okay, if you like this journal, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, I hope you'll become one. And I will have the link for this kit and for this journal in my Etsy shops shortly. Elaine, I have Elaine on my mind, I guess. Yvonne, thank you again for asking me to do this journal and for creating such a beautiful journal digital kit for us to use. Thank you, gal. Okay, bye now, girls.